Welcome to Prepper's Paradise, Ultimate Prepper's Handbooks. Off-Grid Handbook, Intermediate Ultimate Guide. What's covered in this section or episode of the course? Living off-grid in depth, mid-level off-grid tactics and strategy, the intermediate skills of off-grid, how to live off-grid on your own land, how to live off-grid while in urban spaces, how to live off-grid in the wild, how to take your off-grid living skills to the next level, how to run multiple off-grid plans simultaneously, how to go off-grid in style. After the basics are covered, you can worry about the extras. Complete tactical storage of gear and supplies and equipment. Advanced solar power and battery tactics. Advanced off-grid gear and supplies and equipment. Advanced off-grid food storage tactics. Advanced tactics of water storage and collection off-grid. Intermediate gardening, farming, equipment, tactics, and irrigation. Basic off-grid buildings and structures. Living off-grid in depth, mid-level off-grid tactics and strategy. The intermediate skills of off-grid will be every topic that we'll be covering in this episode will be encompassing those. It's not really something that we just describe as we just have a list of, but it's everything in this episode is that. All right, so how to live off-grid on your own land. So assuming you have bare land, it can be as simple as going there with a trailer or a tiny house and having a generator or solar panels on the trailer or tiny house, or setting up outbuilding as your storage and solar infrastructure, water storage, et cetera type deal. And it can get all the way advanced to the point of having basically a mansion and shops and be running, 50 solar panels or something. It all depends on what you want, what you need, and what you can afford, basically. Right? So, and then as far as if you already have a house and you're just looking to turn your rural house into off-grid more, then the hard part's done, which is generally considered the homesteading part of the building and stuff. So then really it's just about solar, an alternate form of power. So solar and wind, and then storing it, and then hooking it into your, we won't get into wiring per se like that, but you could even, I've known people that have basically one of the simplest ways to hook it in would be like run a Romex wire with a plug on it from the inverter to your main. But you're also, when you're talking about that, you're talking about getting into highly advanced solar, which I believe we're doing mainly in expert. We'll be doing some in this one, but there's 12 volt, 24 volt, 48 volt, and then I believe there's even like 72 or something. And just the basic rundown is that if you want I think it's only on one controller. You can use multiple controllers with multiple panels and run them into the same battery bank. But if you want to use like one controller and one battery bank, and you want to go over like 1500 watts or something like that, somewhere around there, you have to run on 48 or 24 volt. You have to do 24 volt system with your battery bank, which is just series parallel. It's series plus parallel. Each time you go series, it goes up. So 48 would be, you'd take 4 batteries just to have one working 48 volt cell, as it were. 24 would just be 2 batteries, obviously 12 times 2. And then you would just go down in parallel, or I forget now off the top of my head which one is which. I believe, actually, no, I think parallel is what takes it up in the voltage, and series takes it out in the watt hours. I believe that's it. Again, I forget now exactly which one. I always forget which one is which. I know them. If you want to learn even more about our prepping, off-grid living, homesteading, or survival tactics and knowledge, get premium today.